What's up, everyone? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for Major League Baseball on Monday, April 17th, 2023. We're going to have MLB player props, run lines, over-unders, NRFIs here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that I think are great value bets for this Monday Major League Baseball slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Quick reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are partnered with Prize Picks. Be sure to use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match and your first deposit up to $100 on Prize Picks. Go also use our link that we have down below in the comment section and description. Really is a great app, guys, that specializes in player props and things of that nature. Put multiple picks into an entry and a lot of money. It's a lot of fun to use. Like I said, use our code SFP for that. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. I'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Speaking of comment cappers, I don't believe we had any call-outs yesterday that hit, that I saw anyway. So yeah, as far as our stream results go, we had 3 picks. We ended up going 1-1. One of our picks voided. Obviously, Tigers, Giants. We had the NRFI in that. That game got rained out. So we ended up 1-1. We cashed Josh Bell over 1.5 bases. Honestly, I love that call. That got me excited because I went a little bit of a different strategy there with that. And then we missed our money line parlay with the Atlanta Braves and the Cleveland Guardians. Guys, the Guardians blew it. Their bullpen blew it in the later innings. Really unfortunate there to miss that. I was excited to hit that one. It was plus 126 value. Really obviously felt like the Guardians should have won. They had a 6-3 lead late in that game and ended up losing 7-6. So sometimes just the way it works, guys. But, you know, we'll bounce back off of that. It's been a rough start to the Major League Baseball season. We are going to get it going eventually. I promise that. I really do. I know it's been a tough start. Starting to feel better. This weekend was a little bit better as far as momentum. Had some good days in the NBA. MLB is starting to get there. Like I said, Josh Bell hitting the bases, getting a couple of hits off Corbin. I was starting to feel good off that. So we're ready for a 3-0 sweep, though, guys. Let's get after it today. Let's get a 3-0 sweep. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going with the Arizona Diamondbacks, St. Louis Cardinals, NRFI bet here. No run first inning, minus 110 odds here on Caesars. Guys, I absolutely love this play. We got 2 pitchers that I really like as far as the NRFI goes. We got Jack Flaherty, 2-1 to the NRFI, 1-1, 1.76 ERA, 184 batting average allowed. So, what's wrong with Jack Flaherty? Well, he's got 14 walks in 3 starts. That is really bad. But he only allowed 1 last game. His first 2 starts were 7 and 6, respectively. So, he did cool it off last game, getting a little bit more command over that stuff, which is going to be important here, obviously. We don't want to be allowing walks. So I think he can bounce back. I really do like Jack Flaherty as a pitcher. I've been following him for years, obviously, with the Cardinals. And I do like his stuff. I am confident in him when he's locked in. Need him to lock in. We saw good signs last game, so hopefully that continues here. I think he can handle this Diamondbacks lineup, who is 16th in first inning runs, 25th in first inning runs on the road. And overall, Diamondbacks offense doesn't really scare me too much. They're not a dynamic offense yet. They've added some names in the offseason, but they're still a little ways off. On the other side, for the Diamondbacks pitching, we got Merrill Kelly, 3-0 to the NRFI, 0-2, 2.93 ERA, 1.43 WHIP. I really like what Kelly brings to the table and the splits that he's got against a couple of these Cardinals batters. Some of the ones that I would normally be concerned about, like Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt just 1 for 9 off Merrill Kelly with no home runs. That was just a single, I believe, or a double. But 1 for 9 with no home runs, which I like to see that. And like I said, he's really the biggest guy that we're about. Tommy Edman, 2 for 6, no home runs. So, I mean, you know, he does have a couple of hits. But overall, I do like Merrill Kelly. He's off to a solid start so far in the season. He's very solid so far early in games, which I like that. So, you know, both these pitchers are combined 5-1. To the NRFI, which we like to see that. Now, as far as first inning runs go, like we talked about, the Diamondbacks are the 16th in first inning runs. The Cardinals are 8th in first inning runs. Obviously, with Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt, they could be a little bit concerning. Arenado is actually 4 for 10 off of Merrill Kelly, so he's the one guy I'm a little worried about. But outside of that, I love the splits against Goldschmidt in particular. Like I said, he's really the guy that I look at in that offense. Like, he's the guy I worry about the most. So, let's get those outs. Let's lock in. This is pretty solid for good value. This is a Pitcher's Park in St. Louis, which I love that as well. So let's lock in. Let's cash it in. Love it there for our number 1 pick. We're going Diamondbacks, Cardinals, NRFI bet here. No run first inning. Minus 110 odds here on Caesars. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with the Philadelphia Phillies. Team total over 3.5 runs here versus the Chicago White Sox. Minus 130 odds here on MGM. Guys, you could play this up to 4 for better odds, I believe. For the Phillies team total over 4, you could get it for minus 105 on some books, which I also like that. It'd just be, you got to play the push equity a little bit there. I would rather, me personally, I'd rather pay a little bit of extra juice to win the bet. If they land on 4, that's just me. Feel free to, trade it as you may, but I like both, so you can take both. We got Lance Lynn going to the mound for the Chicago White Sox, 0-1, 7.31 ERA, 1.63 whip, 292 batting average allowed. Guys, he's got knocked around a little bit here early on in the season. You couple that with the fact the White Sox bullpen is atrocious, and I mean really bad. White Sox bullpen dead last in bullpen ERA, in whip, and in hits allowed. They are not good. They've also given up a ton of walks, too. I believe the 3rd most walks. So, obviously, that's not very good. The bullpen's terrible. Lance Lynn's been shaky, to say the least. And right now, believe it or not, the Phillies' offense has actually been looking a little better. They put up 10-plus runs yesterday, over 10 runs. They put up 9 runs in the first inning yesterday. They're over in 4 out of the last 7 games. They actually have some pop in that lineup and actually some good hitters in that lineup. Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, Castellanos is obviously very capable. We know about Kyle Schwarber, the home run guy. Real Muto. They got a lot of solid names in that lineup, honestly, they can hit. They're actually 4th in average in Major League Baseball this season, but only 25th in runs. So something's got to give there, guys. Eventually, I think that will turn around. This Phillies offense, honestly, is a lot better than how they've performed as far as run production. They've left the 7th most runners in scoring position so far this season. I think that eventually that will turn, right? I don't think it'll stay that way. They have a lot of potential in that lineup, even without Bryce Harper, right? Bryce Harper obviously not in the lineup yet. But like I said, they have a lot of potential. Now, I didn't even say Trey Turner, right? Trey Turner, one of the best hitters that we got in baseball. Trey Turner, Bryson Stott, Alec Bohm, all these guys are hitting crazy this year. And then you also got Castellanos and Schwarber for your power. So, I mean, they have enough there to get it done. And I think the Phillies here in this spot easily see them going over. I see them scoring 5, 6, 7 runs easily in this game. So, love it there, guys, for number 2 pick. We're going with the Philadelphia Phillies. Team total over 3.5 runs. Minus 130 odds here on BetMGM. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're going with Marcus Semien over 1.5 bases. Odds to be determined. Believe it or not, there's actually odds on FanDuel for this, but I don't recommend taking that. Odds on FanDuel are minus 145, which is ridiculous. And FanDuel is notorious for doing this. And FanDuel is just the worst place to take bases. I personally don't recommend it. Look at it on DraftKings. They normally have the best odds for bases props, and they're the most fair. If your guy doesn't end up playing, they'll give you your money back too. Just across the board, I do like what they do. And you should get close to even value. Might be like minus 105, minus 110 is what I'm anticipating for this one. So Marcus Semien here, guys, 5 out of his last 8 to this line. He has 6 extra base hits on the year, 5 of those coming in his last 8 games. So the power is returning to his bat, which I like to see that. He's got great history off the pitcher he's up against here, off of Jordan Lyles. He's 8 out of 16 versus him with 3 doubles and 1 home run. Obviously, would love to see that. It only takes 1 swing from Semien, and I think he should be able to cash here for us. Jordan Lyles, every year was pretty much the same story. Not the greatest numbers to start the season. 0-2, 5.19 ERA, 296 batting average allowed. I love fading this guy for bases props. I really do. And when this gets to the bullpen, the Royals bullpen is nothing special. They've allowed the 10th most hits, 7th most home runs, so they're very hittable there as well. And Semien actually has better splits so far on the road, 286 on the road. Now, light numbers so far. We don't have a lot of data as far as that goes, but I like that he's starting to catch that power in his bat, and I think he's catching it in the right matchup here with Jordan Lyles. I expect him to go over. Love it there, guys, for our number 3 pick. We're going Marcus Semien over 1.5 bases here for the Texas Rangers. Odds to be determined. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Guys, I am vowing with our baseball stuff to get this turned around. The good days will start coming. Like I said, last year, I didn't actually cap a ton of April baseball, so this is a little bit of a different experience as far as, I haven't really hard capped April baseball in a long time. Like I said, I didn't do it as much last year because I was so busy with the NBA. So this year I'm fighting to do both, but I'm feeling good about baseball now too. I'm starting to adjust my style a little bit as far as how I'm looking at these basis props, and feeling pretty good about the picks today. Hoping we get a 3-0. That's the goal. Hopefully at the end of the night we're cashing out. We're going 5-0 across the community. We already got our NBA best bets video out as well. Be sure to check that out. Have that tagged at the end of this video. Check out our prize picks, guys. Use our code SFP when you sign up for that for 100% deposit match. Follow us on social media at our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those things. We put updates out about the channel. We do ladder challenges, stuff like that. Stuff that you could find on that, and just another place to interact. So appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.